Is pie in the Bible?
Let's dig in.
Welcome to another brand new episode of one of the shows on the internet.
Oh, for sure, one of the shows. I'd say the show. Today, we pace the prodigious pepperoni painted hallways of pizza pie pandemonium that has no doubt served to proliferate the poundage increase of the population during the ongoing plot or pandemic on whichever side you fall.
But we're not so concerned with that, as we are whose pizza has the best cheese and meatza, and whose pie is the big Italiano lie.
Indeed. So stay tuned as we put the fast food pizza giants to the test and see who's doing it the best. Let's dig in. So here we go, guys. We're starting off with one of the four, as you'll see sliding across your screen pretty soon. This is one of the bigger slices. Maybe that's why it took so long to get here.
It's almost as big as Texas. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a cheese and pepperoni. I don't know if they can see that. Our cutting board is Teja. Oh, hello. Look at that. Look at that save. Look at that save.
That's his piece
That
right
is my
there.
piece, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That one's yours.
All right. Every pizza location, we have Papa John's versus Pizza Hut versus Domino's versus Marco's. We ordered just a straight up pepperoni pizza, so we could put them to an even test.
Yes.
Now, the winner of the delivery process was Domino's.
Yeah,
Domino's got here quicker than everybody else. But Marco's, now, none of them were mean or anything, but Marco's was by far the most personable, polite delivery, engaging delivery. The Domino's guy, I think he was under strict pandemic ordinances. There were no words, there were no it's very robotic. But he got
everything was covered but his eyes.
Yeah, he got here really, really quickly. However, he did a good job.
Yeah.
And then Pizza Hut was kind of in between. They got here pretty quick. They were also pretty nice. But Marco's was over the top personality, so we appreciate that. Yeah, and by far the loser, almost didn't make it onto the show, was Papa John's because they took so long to get. We're an hour behind.
Well, they were
waiting
at least an hour and a half to 2 hours to get that pizza.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And going in, let me just say that because you've done most of the talking so far, you've kind of dominated.
So anyway, once we begin to go ahead.
Papa John's is like probably my favorite pizza. I'll just tell you that straight up going in.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have told
I'm going to be fair
you,
with everyone.
I kind of wish we didn't know which was which, but it's getting so convoluted with waiting for so long, yada yada. It was kind of hard to keep it secret. Okay, let's dig in, man. You ready?
All right, brother.
Cheers.
Yes. Bam.
All right. It's good. Floury crust. No added ingredients.
This is just
only the best.
This is not like a pan pizza, right? This is just a regular.
It's like the thickest crust you could get from each one. That's another thing. Papa John's does not have as many options on crust. This is the thickest one you can get there. The pepperoni is good. The cheese is good. The sauce is good. The crust, I feel like you can tell a difference from all the other pizza places. We'll see in a minute because it's been actually a long time since I had some of these. But the floury, like real crust nature of
really
Papa
good.
John's, I think, is different.
You know what I do with Papa John's? I get that butter that comes with it. I dip the crust in it. It's a whole other meal. I love it. It's my favorite part of the meal. And I'm not a pepperoni guy. I like hamburger pizza. But this is really good.
It is really
very good. You like it?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably going to win.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll put it at like a 7. I mean, we're talking about fast food pizza. It's not on the scale for real deal pizza.
Dude, I mean, you eat that much more than me.
I don't know. It's good. For now, 7. It's a movable scale. Other pizzas could push it up or down. But I'm going to say 7 because it's pretty legit.
I'm going to say 7's probably pretty legit. Because we don't know how good a 10 is. And Marco's I've never had.
I know, that's the dark horse.
Maybe a 10.
Some of you watching may have never even heard of Marco's, might not have a Marco's in your area, but maybe you have like a kind of local-ish fast food pizza place. That's Marco's for us. It's supposed to be pretty good. We'll see. On to the next pizza.
Yes. Welcome back. deer in the headlights. I'm so nervous. This looks like Pizza Hut to me.
It does look like Pizza Hut. So the last one we knew.
This one looks of it.
Because of how long they took to get here. We're not sure about this one, but we both agree this looks like Pizza Hut. They do look distinctly different.
Yes.
And the Domino's, I don't know why. I don't know if it's always this way, but I saw it come in, and I think it's a little bit smaller than the rest. So I think this is... I think this is Pizza Hut.
My piece is much smaller than that piece right there.
Yeah, I did get the bigger piece. That seems to be a pattern. Like it seems to happen.
Yeah. Same thing happens when me and Dory go to a restaurant and we split the food. They bring her the giant big piece of it and give me a little bitty piece.
Hey, man, who's keeping count, though, right?
What are they trying to say?
You're not bitter.
Yeah, I'm not bitter.
You're good.
I'm not bitter at
all right, so while Papa John's is still fresh on our minds, let's take a bite of what we believe to be Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Man, look at that. It was much greasier.
Oh, yeah. This is the greasiest so far.
So far, the greasiest.
That's definitely Pizza Hut. They all have a distinct smell.
They do. And they have a unique taste, their pepperoni versus
this is
Papa
definitely
John's
Pizza
pepperoni.
Hut.
And it's a little bit crispier as far as the pepperoni goes, not the crust. But so this is the pan pizza. I would say between the two, like distinctly, this crust is like butter, is what hits you. Butter, grease.
Yeah.
And the other one was more like flour. It wasn't dry, but it was fresh. It was like fresh.
I like the flour.
I like that crust better.
This is a little too greasy. It's good, but it's not a 7.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, a 5? I think it's at least a 5.
It's so different.
Very different, but it's good.
Papa John's.
I
would say like 6.5 for me.
I'm going to go 6, so we're the same.
It'd really be hard for me to determine if somebody sit down like a medium, large, whatever, Papa John's, and then the same thing from Pizza Hut and had to pick only one. Long road would be tough because it is very, very different, but I do kind of like that, and I did kind of like Papa John's too. I'm gonna stick with it. 6.5 for Pizza Hut, 7 for Papa John's for me. You got Pizza Hut at 5, you said?
I'm going to give it a 6. Since you went so heavy on the 6.5.
Don't let me influence you, man. That was one of the.
You pulled me up.
That was one of the complaints on the comments. Is that you let me influence you?
Me too much.
Influence your
easily swayed by you.
Your scale, yeah.
He's so smart. What he's supposed to do. He knows pizza better than me.
Be your own man, Toby.
All right, then I'm giving it a 5.5, and I'm not changing my mind.
All right, 6.5.
5.5.
So Papa John's in the lead. The worst delivery, though.
Yes.
On to the next slice. All right, slice number 3. Lucky number 3. We don't know, but I'm pretty sure I do know. This is Marco's, which would leave us only with Domino's pulling up the caboose on the rear.
Yep.
I wanted Marco's to be last because it's not.
Thanks, producer.
It's not typical. But that's okay. We're gonna judge either way. You know what? Except for the crust, it looks a lot like it looks like it's gonna taste like Pizza Hut, doesn't it?
It looks like Pizza Hut.
It looks like it's gonna taste like.
If you
Pizza
had brought
Hut.
this out before, I would have said this is Pizza Hut.
But the last it is Marco's.
Yeah, mine's got a lot of pepperoni.
Oh look! Oh, who got the bigger slice all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Look at that! The squeaky tire gets the grease.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Look at you. Gets the oil. This case is grease.
Bam.
Pizza grease.
Marco's.
All right, ready? Man, that could be Pizza Hut.
The what?
If you told me that was Pizza Hut, I wouldn't fight you on it.
I don't know. Tastes so much like Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
There's a difference. I can't tell if it's the pepperoni or the cheese. One of the salty items is a little different.
I was not expecting this. I really wasn't. Because it tastes so much like Pizza Hut.
This is the most expensive option.
Was it?
That we ordered. Oh gosh, man! Right when I want to say it's not as good as Pizza Hut, it like finishes better, and then I'm like, I don't know, maybe I like it more than Pizza Hut. It's very difficult.
Well, it's good. Where you got it, bro? I got it.
Man,
It's better than Pizza Hut, but it's
so.
not a whole lot better. I don't think it's as good as Papa John's.
6.7. 6.7, and I'm moving Papa John's up to 7.5. It's a free country. You can't stop me.
Oh, God.
That's what I'm doing.
I hate it when he does that and does the rules.
6.5 for Pizza Hut.
I'm not changing my
6.7.
numbers. I got 5.5. I got a 7.0. 6.0 on this one. It's a little bit better than Pizza Hut, but very, very similar.
I agree, but
It's
I don't
greasy.
think listen,
It's got buttery.
I don't think it's 0.5 points better, Toby. It's 0.2 points better. Why do you have to exaggerate?
So what is this? What's your score for this?
6.7.
Oh, wow.
He's getting weird now. 6.7.
Because Pizza Hut was 6.5, and this is like a clone.
Let's do everything in fives, bro.
I'll tell you what though. You know what would make it like a tie ball game for me? This is the only crust available with Marco's. They might have a thinner one or something, but just as regular pizza. Whereas Pizza Hut gives you major crust options.
Yeah.
So because of the money you could save for something that's a clone almost.
It is. It's a toss-up. You could put that in a Pizza Hut box, and I would say it's Pizza Hut.
Yeah, but if the name of the show is in 2 bites, whose pizza is best? Marco's 0.2 points better than Pizza Hut.
Is it worth
Toby
the
agrees.
cost?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, on to the last one. Let's see who wins. It's going to be between Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Clean my palate.
Here we go.
Welcome back to another episode. Oh, no, that's the beginning. Okay. We're back with pizza. I'm excited. Domino's probably used to be my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Domino's.
You could eat it or play it.
You said
Or
used
hang
to
it
be.
from your mirror.
Used to be till Papa John's came around. I started getting Papa John's.
Papa John's.
But
Papa John's business model though took a hit. You
I
put your
want to taste
little
this pizza.
wrist cast back on so you don't hurt
I'm
yourself.
excited.
You put your little wrap back on for
Oh, man.
when you were gardening with your petunias.
It's hard
over
working
there.
with these people over here.
He had to take a nap. He gardened for like a couple hours and he needed to take a nap and his little wristy started hurting.
Yeah, it's tough gardening. It's tough gardening. Tell you that.
So right here you can't see because he took it off, but you see
Well,
the
this
indention.
this was from sewing.
So
actually.
rewind
This
from the
was-
beginning of the episode because
Yeah.
I had to mention to him how gimpish he looked. There
But
you
I
go.
was healed
Oh,
in the
man.
beginning, in the middle of the episode.
Look at that.
Glory.
From,
Let's
what'd
eat
you
some
say?
pizza, brother.
From sewing, is that what you said? All right, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Cheers.
Bam. Last place, bro. Am I right?
I'm not taking it.
What did I just eat? A big piece of bread? This
Wow.
That was not great. It's just weak. It's just weak, man. So I'm giving it on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna go 2.
No, I said 3 to 4. I'll give it a 3.
3. So 2, 3. It's out of the
Bad.
question.
It's terrible.
So hands down, I'll be honest. Going in, like Papa John's was at one time in my life. I ordered it all the time. I don't know how this stuff happens with fast food pizza or whatever, but for me, it's always a roller coaster. This was the best, and I don't like it. Now this is the best. It's been a long time since I preferred Papa John's, but
I like Papa
they're the clear winner.
And we get pizza every Wednesday night. If you come to Edgewater, you get free pizza. And we start back service Wednesday.
So the question for today was
God's favorite pie.
does God have a favorite
Does
pie?
he have a favorite pie?
Is there pie in the
Is
Bible?
there pie in the Bible?
There is pie in the
Will
Bible.
there be pie in heaven either?
There's pie in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1.
Really?
And then in the New Testament version, as you might be aware of if you study the Word of God, everything that's in the New Testament has a mirror scripture or concept in the Old Testament, if not more than one, which gives the fulfillment to the law of Deuteronomy of 2 witnesses. Let everything be established out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So we have 2 testaments or covenants, and out of the mouth of those 2, we can have confirmation on what we think we know to be the doctrines and the teachings of the Lord. So the New Testament mirror image of "in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth" is John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the same was in the beginning with God. And then it goes into the nature slightly of creation, but more of the coming of Jesus Christ and who He is. But it's the mirror of Genesis 1:1. In Genesis 1:1, you have the irrational constant that we call pi, and we'll show that to you in Off Menu Bible. And in John 1:1, you have the irrational constant of E, which serves us well both in engineering and compound interest when it comes to finance. So those two things should not exist randomly in scriptures that are this old. And we'll talk about the reason for that and how awesome that is in Off Menu Bible. Click the link. Thanks for joining us. We had a great time. We had 3 great pizzas, 1 not so great.
Yeah.
Interestingly, they won the delivery contest.
Yeah.
They got here
They
first.
wanted to get rid of that thing.
The first,
terrible.
Yeah, the first is worst. Get that out of here.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our show for today. We thank you for joining in. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment down below. We'll try to respond to your comment if we can all find the time to do so. But we appreciate it either way, and we'll see you next week right here on Potluck Nuggets.
Peace, baby.
Yeah. See ya. By the way, this whole episode you've had this stupid thing on your wrist.
It's all right, bro.
You
You're going to pray for me.
You can't take it off during the episode, man?
Oh, I can take it off, dog.
It's too late now.
Think I'm healed now, Holmes.
Oh, man. We prayed in between.
Bam.
And now you're healed.
Healed.
The bottom of your wrist?
You look like
It hurt picking up those pizza slices.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you made yourself look so old, like you got osteoporosis because
God.
you're 70s with that thing.
It's so flesh colored. No one even saw
either
it.
that or like you're a professional bowler, which also.
If I learn After Effects, maybe I can get rid of it.
I played tennis this morning, destroyed this dude. 1 and 3, hour and a half.
That's not.
That's the
Sending
stats.
home.
He went 3.
That's not what that little brace says when it's on your wrist. It says I
still beat
gardened
him.
for
Hurt.
3 hours.
beat him 3
and I need
sets
to
to
take a
1?
nap.
No, 6-1, 6-3.
Oh, 6-1, 6-3.
2 sets straight, bro.
2 sets straight.
These look like midgets. Do we eat midgets? Is that biblical?
All right.
What do
clap.
midgets?
All right.
Hold on.
What do
Ready?
midgets taste like?
You
Chicken?
gotta introduce Domino's. All right.